I want to talk a little more about your transformation,
Sure.
as I like to call it, because
It is a transformation.
it really, because it was quick too. It wasn't like over the course of like 5 years or
No.
something. You did it 18 months?
13 months.
13 months.
Yeah. Yes.
And how much weight did you lose?
I lost 180 pounds. So
Okay.
I was 300 pounds. Well, I was 298. So I always tell people I was a Snickers bar away from 300.
Okay.
But I did a ketogenic diet before keto was like this whole thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I exercised 3 hours a day. So I took very good care of myself. I did not have gastric bypass because I love to eat.
Yeah.
So you can't make my stomach small because I love to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up finding, a lifestyle that fit me. And I live that to this day.
Nice.
And I lost in 13 months, I lost 180 pounds. I was pre-diabetic. So yeah.
So it's interesting that you didn't do it. That you did it again. You did it for health, and that it was just kind of you didn't have like I want to get to like 150. Or
no, I didn't want to do it.
You just wanted to get healthier.
Yes, I didn't want to do it. I was really scared of my business failing after that. Which is, it's not the way you're supposed to think. You're supposed to think about yourself and your health. But I just thought about my fans and, oh my gosh, and myself too, like my business, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But no, I chose myself and I chose my health and it worked out.
So did you try to like cam as you were losing weight, or did you kind of take a break as you were doing it?
It's funny that you mentioned that. I kind of wanted to take some time off and then come back with that. Boom.
Like a debut of a new...
Yeah, like boom goes the dynamite. Like now I'm here.
Yeah.
And that's what I ended up doing because it's not like I made great money. I had made great money and it was 13 months. It was just over a year. Mm-hmm. So I took the time to focus on my health. And then I came back and people were like, and that's what I wanted, to make like a surprise or like something in the industry. And even a lot of girls that worked in the industry that knew me as a bigger girl were like shocked and they didn't know what was going on with me.
Oh, I remember when I first saw you, I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Granted, as a boob guy, the boobs are still there. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, I did lose in the boobs. Like, that's just obvious.
Yeah,
I lost in the boobs. But I was I had big boobs my whole life. Mm-hmm. So for me, like, it wasn't really like, oh, I don't have big boobs. I had big boobs my whole life, so I'm always going to have big boobs.
Yeah.
And so that was it. Like, of course, like, I lost a lot of weight. I had a tummy tuck. Like, there's certain things that, like, I'm not ashamed of saying that out loud because anyone else in my position would do it. If my fans didn't like it, that's too bad. Would you rather see me with like a stomach and skin? I wouldn't. I had to do what made me happy so that I could continue giving the best of myself to my fans and my work. Yeah.
So what was the response when you kind of reemerged?
It was amazing. Mm-hmm. Like I said, there was a small market in the BBW community that was like, I can't wait till she gains the weight back. How could she betray us? I'm like, betray you? Mm-hmm. Would you rather me be dead? Like,
yeah, right.
You know? And it was really shocking. That part, like, I'm an emotional person, but I learned after to have thick skin. But I was really saddened by the people like that. But I knew the response I got from my old fans and the response I got from new fans. I'm like, wow, I've just diversified my portfolio in a sense. And I've just gained new fans, kept those fans. And I do feel it's because of my personality. I don't feel it's just boobs. There's boobs everywhere in the world. Of course, yeah. And I feel like the way I interact with fans and the way I treat them as human beings and important people in my life, that's why I'm here today still.
Was because, I mean, were you always kind of a bigger person even when you were, or did you kind of gain weight at some point?
I feel like I used to play volleyball. I'm really good. Believe it or not, they made me power because I have a good spike. But after, like, I didn't have a very good childhood. I wasn't like in a stable home. My father passed when I was 6. So I feel like I was kind of on my own for a little bit. And in that time I gained some weight and whatnot, but I was always still like a healthy person, I feel. But I was never always a big girl. But if I was big, I embraced it. Like, I never thought like you need to lose weight. I was never one of those girls that's like go on a low calorie diet and lose weight. Yeah. I just embraced myself wherever I was in my life. Yeah.
I was going to ask, like, when you did lose a bunch of weight, was it kind of was it I mean, how different did you feel? Was it
very
like, I mean, but was it a gradual, like you started gradually feeling better with more energy, like, and stuff like that? Or was it, you know, all of a sudden you just, you know?
I feel like because I spent a lot of time in the gym and with a personal trainer, as I was gradually changing, I was happy with my body and how it was going. And that motivated me to want to get more fit. And I was just like, it was a gradual change. Like for people who hadn't seen me, yeah, it's like, whoa. But for me, I went through hell every day. Like I was at the gym. I bought an elliptical at home. I did mornings and nights. I fully committed myself to, and I know being a bigger girl, as much as I could maintain muscle wise, skin is skin. That's something you can't do. Like there's nothing you can do about that except for surgery.
Well, and 180 pounds in 13 months is pretty fast.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I worked very hard because I'm like, okay, if this is what I got to do, let's get there.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm not dilly-dallying, not in my life. Yeah. So I feel like it was gradual for me, and my trainer was amazing, and we got these milestones, and then I ended up being exactly where I wanted to be. Not even weight-wise. It was more like, do I feel good now? And I felt great, and yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, and again, it seems like because you had a really good reception from your fans and that you retained most of them and you got more.
Yeah.
Would you say you gained more than you lost? Like fan-wise?
Oh, yeah. Because I still retained 90% of my old fans, which I was afraid to lose. So, I gained a bunch of different fans. And it was really cool. It was really cool because it was different for me. You know, even though I had a niche following, like for BBWs, but meeting all these new fans with new fetishes, I was like, bring it. Yeah. I'm ready. If I can conquer this, let me conquer the world, you know?
So after you lost the weight, did like more companies start to contact you to model with them?
Pinup contact me right away.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of companies that, you know, and during the conventions and stuff that were like, come, you know, I was with Alexis Texas at a lot of the conventions. She's a great friend of mine. She's super amazing friend. But yeah, more opportunities did come. I hate to say it when I was thinner, but that's just life.
It's just what it is.
That's just life. And I embraced it. What if life hands you lemon, you know, make lemonade.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.